Question 10, part A. Simplify 2x cubed y squared multiplied by 4xy to the power 5. So 2x cubed y squared times by 4xy to the power 5. So I'm first going to write all the numbers together. So I've got 2 times 4. And then I'm going to write my x terms next. So x cubed times by x. And then I'm going to write y squared times by y to the power 5. Now the reason I've written all the like terms next to each other is because visually it's a lot easier to see them and then to work on them just as those two. So 2 times 4 is 8 times by x cubed times by x is x to the power 4 multiplied by y. So y squared times y to the power 5. I will add the powers when I multiply indices. So y to the power 7. Final thing I need to do to simplify that, we don't show the multiplication when we in algebra. We simply have 8x to the power 4 y to the power 7. 10 part B says factorise fully. Note the word fully, so that's indicating there's both a number and a letter to come out in the factorisation. So 20 y squared minus 8xy. So we're looking to put this into a bracket, a single bracket, because there's just 2 terms. So we're looking for the biggest factor of 20 and 8. So the highest common factor of 20 and 8. Well, 2 is a factor of 20 and 8, but it's not the biggest one. 4 divides into 25 times, 4 divides into 8 2 times. So 4 is the biggest number that divides into 20 and 8. So 4 is the number that comes out, and the letter that's in both of these, well, there's not an x in this one, but there's a y here and a y here. So 4y comes out. Now, 4 times by what number makes 20? 4 times 5. We don't need an x here because we haven't got an x term in this one. Y times y will make y squared. The sign remains as a negative in the centre. Now 4 times what number makes 8? That's 2, and I need to have an x here. So 4 times 2x gives me 8x, and the y times by 1 will give me y here. So I don't need to put another y in here. Just check that. 4 times 2 is 8. Y times x is xy. Okay, so fully factorised is 4y brackets 5y minus 2x. Now 10 part C says make x the subject of w equals y plus x divided by r. Now I've got a denominator of r here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate my denominator. I'm going to multiply both sides of that formula by r. So if I multiply both sides by r, I need to multiply that term by r, that term by r, and this term by r. Now the effects of multiplying all 3 of those by r is that this one will be rw, this one will be ry, and the whole reason here of timesing by this one by r was to eliminate the r on the bottom. So I'm just left with plus x. I'm now going to swap sides. So everything that's on this side, I'm going to just move over to the right hand side. Everything that's on this side, I'm going to move over to the side. So ry plus x is equal to rw. And finally, I'm going to subtract ry from both sides. So ry from this side, and I will be left with x is equal to rw minus ry, and I then need to factorise. So I've got r as a common factor there. X is equal to r outside the bracket w minus y. Just check that r times w is rw, r times negative y is negative rw. Negative ry, sorry. So my answer is x is equal to r brackets w minus y.